Have you heard of the Red Ghost of Arizona? The Red Ghost terrorized the Arizona frontier for a decade before the 20th century. The beast was tall, fierce, red as the fires of hell, and ridden by a dead man. That sort of thing causes chills no matter what century. First sighted in 1883, the Red Ghost trampled a woman to death near Eagle Creek in southeastern Arizona. It destroyed a prospector's camp near Clifton and another time toppled teamsters' wagons in the middle of the night. When a group of prospectors spotted the Red Ghost near the Verde River, they shot at it but missed. When the animal bolted, something fell to the ground. It turned out to be a human skull with shreds of flesh and hair still attached. Someone's seen the Red Ghost and there was a skeleton upon its back. Over the years, the Red Ghost legend grew even as the body of its horrifying rider fell away in bits and pieces. No one knows who the rider was supposed to be. What lurks in the middle of the night along the Mogollon Rim is the stuff of urban legend, folklore, myth and campfire tale. The Mogollon Monster, named for its association with the Mogollon Rim area, is often described as a large, hairy creature with ape-like features, similar to Bigfoot. Sightings of the Mogollon Monster have been reported in the eastern part of Arizona. People have described a hairy hominid with human-like proportions that emits pungent smells. It's often said the monster is around 7 to 10 feet tall and possesses a strong, muscular build. It has a strong, very foul stench, which has been described as that of dead fish, a skunk with bad body odor and decaying peat moss. Witnesses have described hearing howls, screams, growls and other strange noises that don't match known animal sounds. What lurks in the shadows of Arizona and other southwest states, bearing red eyes and a thirst for blood? The name Chupacabre, or goat sucker in English, may sound whimsical, but for many in Latin America and the southwestern United States, it's a word that evokes fear, curiosity, and disbelief. Many reports of attacks and incidents perpetrated by the Chupacabre legend involve livestock killings, including goats and slain domestic animals or wild prey with telltale puncture wounds on their necks, indicating a blood-sucking vampire beast roaming the night. The first reported case in North America was in Arizona sometime around 1956. This menacing entity was first introduced to the realm of mythical creatures in 1975, following the brutal killings of numerous farm animals in the small town of Moca, Puerto Rico. It gained notorious prominence in the 1990s as the attacks escalated in both occurrence and magnitude. Some accounts detail incidents where hundreds of animals were massacred at once, including goats, chickens, ducks, and dogs, indicating the beast's appetite for diverse prey. Part sorrowful banshee, part angry spirit, part cursed creature. A list of urban legends in Arizona wouldn't be complete without mentioning La Llorona. There are different versions of the story depending on the region in which it's told, but all of them center around a woman who murdered the children hundreds of years ago. In one of the more popular versions, a widow who lived in a poverty-stricken town with her two children fell in love with a wealthy man. The man returned her affection, but wasn't interested in being a father and so would not marry the young woman. In her desperation to be with him, the woman led her children down to the river that ran near her town, and in the dead of night, drowned them both. As the bodies of her children floated away into the darkness, the woman raced to her lover's house to tell him what she had done. She explained to him the lengths she would go to in order to be with him. The man was horrified and turned his back on her. When she realized the irrevocable act had been for nothing, she went mad. The woman ran back to the river, hoping to save her children, but it was too late. La Llorona is known to haunt many locations throughout Arizona. It's said that she steals the souls of living children. Legend also has it that if you see her, you, or someone close to you, will die within a week.
Urban legends from every state. Arizona, the story of Slaughterhouse Canyon, also called the less frightening Luna's Canyon, took place during the gold rush. During the 1800s, there was a family who lived in the canyon. They were very poor, so the father would venture out for food for his family. As you might have guessed, one day the father did not return, so his family slowly starved and descended into madness. The mother, unable to bear listening to her children's cries anymore, put on her wedding dress, murdered her children, and then threw them into a nearby river. The next day she succumbed to starvation herself. The legend states that if you go down to Slaughterhouse Canyon at night, even now you will hear the loud, anguished cries of the mother who lost her mind.